Let's play ball.
Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. Test 1, 2, 3, test 1, 2, 3. Well, you get me now because
1号打击者6号。
We are live at Unitrade Stadium today. Second game of the morning featuring New Taipei City, Taiwan versus Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. Continuation of the 2023 Pony Palomino World Series, live from Laredo, Texas, brought to you by our title sponsor, Southern Sanitation, here live at Unitrade. For Taiwan, Pinchu Jung Ho, the second baseman for Taiwan, is facing off against Marco Santiago, pitching for Puerto Rico. Ball one, 80-mile-an-hour ball, and takes strike one. 1-1 the count to, I'm sorry, 6. The second baseman for Taiwan, Santiago, throws strike 2 to Ho. Here we are, top of the first inning. Taiwan versus Puerto Rico. And strike 3. Ho is struck out. Puerto Rico one down. Here at the top of the first inning.
第二棒打击者11号徐子谦三垒手。
Coming to the plate now, Zuxian Shu, the third baseman, number 11, batting second in the order. Santiago on the mound for Puerto Rico. One in the dirt, ball one, throwing about 83 miles an hour here at Unitrade Stadium. Fantastic facility of the city of Laredo, home of the Tecolotes of the Dos Laredos. Great equipment here, including a radar here at home plate. Foul ball, 1-1 the count. Speaking of radar, our title sponsor, Southern American, with their live Doppler radar. Privately owned Doppler radar here in Laredo, Texas. Coverage all the way to Freer. Stay ahead of the storm with Laredo radar. Pass ball here. 2 balls, 1 strike to count, 1 out. Top of the first inning. Taiwan, the visiting team. Puerto Rico home today. On a bright and sunny Sunday morning. Just changing into afternoon. High fastball, ball 3. 3-1 the count, 1 out. Top of the first inning. Here at Unitrade Stadium, 2023 Pony Palomino World Series action. High foul ball.
No play.
No play. We've got a full count to the batter, Shu, number 11, who plays third base for Taiwan. Marco Santiago on the mound for Puerto Rico, number 16. Delivers. High fly ball in center field, and that is out number 2. The center fielder for Puerto Rico, Jean Cortez, number 9, handling that nicely. 2 outs, top of the first inning.
第三棒打击者2号张义腾中外野手。
And at the plate, batting third in the order, Yingten Cheng, the center fielder for Taiwan, number 2. Takes a fastball, ball 1. 84-mile-an-hour pitch there by Santiago. Pitching for Puerto Rico. Top of the first inning. And a little stop in the action here. Blue holding the game while some players make it back into the dugout. Santiago in the windup. Foul ball, no play there. Headed into the bleachers. 1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, top of the first. Taiwan at the plate. Puerto Rico defending. At Unitrade Stadium, 2023 Pony Palomino World Series live action. High fastball, 2-1 the count. Santiago on the mound. At the plate, Chang, the center fielder. Coming to you live from Unitrade Stadium, brought to you by Southern Sanitation. The windup and a sharp grounder between third and shortstop is going to roll to left field for a single. And Chang is on base. And coming to the plate, Po-Han Sung, the first baseman, number 7, batting cleanup for Taiwan. Facing Marco Santiago, pitcher for Puerto Rico, with 2 outs, runner on first. So far, 1 hit, no runs yet. Top of the first. Pony Palomino World Series action, live from Laredo, Texas. High fastball, ball 1. Runner at first, 2 outs, top of the first. Taiwan, number 7, Sung, the first baseman, at the plate, left-handed batter. Takes ball 2 from Santiago, pitcher for Taiwan. Runner on first. Here on a bright Sunday afternoon in Laredo, Texas. Puerto Rico versus Taiwan. And that's ball 3. 3-0 the count with 2 outs and a runner on. Sung batting 4th in the lineup. Third baseman with 3 balls, no strikes, the count, and a runner at first. And that's ball 4. And that's going to put a runner in scoring position on second base. Sung walks to first. And we have coming up number 9, Chen-Chun Lee, the right fielder. Lee, number 9. Facing off against Marco Santiago on the mound for Puerto Rico with 2 runners on, second and first, 2 outs, top of the first inning. And he takes strike 1. Late night game for Puerto Rico yesterday. Taiwan as well playing in the evening game. Here at Unitrade Stadium now, at Pony Palomino World Series. Windup. Breaking ball, strike 1. Strike 2. I'm sorry, strike 2. 0-2 the count, 2 outs, 2 runners on, top of the first inning. Number 9, Lee at the plate. Facing off against Santiago, the pitcher for Puerto Rico. This afternoon's game. And a grounder picked up by the shortstop. Nice defensive play, and that's out number 3. 2 runners will be left on base. 1 hit, no runs, 0-0. Bottom of the first coming up, Puerto Rico. And we'll take a quick commercial break in just a few minutes to thank our sponsors, Southern Sanitation, Southern American, City of Laredo, County of Webb, and all our friends over at La Posada, LISD for letting us use Veteran Stadium yesterday, and UISD for providing transportation. Our good friends at the County of Webb, Laredo Visitors and Convention Bureau, and
Leading off for Puerto Rico is number 10, Vicky Gonzalez.
So we're back live here at Unitrade Stadium, Pony Palomino World Series 2023. Bottom of the first inning with Puerto Rico at the plate. Dicky I. Gonzalez, the shortstop at the plate, facing off against Shan Yu Chen, pitcher for Taiwan. Taiwan and Puerto Rico both playing late night games last night. Ball one the count to Gonzalez. Chen, the pitcher for Taiwan, throws strike one. 1-1 the count. Bottom of the first. Coming to you live from Laredo, Texas at Unitrade Stadium, home of the Tecolotes of Dos Laredos. Chen winds up, throws it low and outside. Ball two, one strike. No runners on. Top of the order for Puerto Rico, Dicky I. Gonzalez. Dicky E. Gonzalez. Para nuestros amigos de Puerto Rico. And a hard shot foul right down that third baseline. 2-2 the count. Dicky Gonzalez, the shortstop, swinging a heavy bat. Active last night and during the day, a couple good games for him. And Chen showing good control here, 2-2. Winds. Oh, that's a little high. Spoke a little too soon.
Full count.
Full count. Off speed, 68 miles an hour. Beauty of Unitrade Stadiums, they have all the technology, including a radar gun at first base. Big, bright, illuminated jumbotron that we can see all the balls, strikes, and velocities. And here's a shot right over the shortstop for Gonzalez. Single into left field, puts him on at first base. The shortstop for Taiwan, Xiaosheng Shu, jumping as high as he could, but could not grab that.
Number 1, Angel Rivera.
So now Chen will face off against Angel Rivera for Puerto Rico, second baseman. Rivera, speedy base runner, stole quite a few of them in yesterday's action. Even the cameraman was commenting on how fast Rivera could get around those bases. Bottom of the first, one man on, no outs. Rivera at the plate lays down a masterful bunt right down the first baseline. Almost got my two sports confused in there. Bunt right down the first baseline, moves the runner, Dicky Gonzalez, over to second.
Now batting is number 49, Dicky Gonzalez.
Nicely played by Taiwan as well to record the first out of the inning here in the bottom of the first from Unitrade Stadium. Chen, your pitcher for Taiwan. Your batter, Dicky J. Gonzalez. Dicky J. Gonzalez, the left fielder, number 49, para nuestros amigos de Puerto Rico. Oh, and he takes one, and that's going to leave a mark, but it's going to advance him to first base. Chen hitting number 49, Dicky J. Gonzalez, who advances to first. Runners at first and second, one out.
Number 9, Gene Cortez.
Bottom of the first inning with number 9, Gene Cortez, your center fielder for Puerto Rico. Comes to the plate. Chen on the mound for Taiwan. Two runners on, one out. Cortez at the plate. batting cleanup for Puerto Rico. Take strike one. Our catcher for Taiwan, Anchia Lee, standing up, taking a quick look at the runner at first base, making sure he stays honest. Cortez batting for Puerto Rico. Chen on the mound for Taiwan. 2 runners on. And a nice bunt right down the third baseline. And exceptional throw by the third baseman to catch his runner over at first, but that advances the runners from second to third, first to second, 2 outs. Runners in scoring position now.
That was a good throw.
Great throw by that third baseman on the move, scoop and shoot. First baseman making a nice stretch and getting that. Runner there at first base. So coming to the plate, number 23, Jorge Nieves, the right fielder for Puerto Rico, facing off against Shan Yu Chen, pitching for Taiwan here in the bottom of the first inning with 2 outs, 2 runners on, third and second, and a high fastball. To Nieves, the right fielder. Live action brought to you by Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday, managing waste disposal for City of Laredo and surrounding communities since 1974. Chen on the mound takes a windup. Inside, ball 2, 2 outs, 2 on. Here in the bottom of the first, 0-2 the count. Sorry, 2-0 the count to Nieves, the right fielder. And that's a little outside. That'll bring up ball 3. 2 runners on, third and second. No runs scored yet. Bottom of the first inning here at the Palomino World Series from Unitrade Stadium in Laredo, Texas. Chen on the mound for Taiwan. Nieves at the plate for Puerto Rico. And that's low and outside, and that's going to bring up number 20, Eliezer Vasquez, the first baseman.
Bases loaded.
With bases loaded.
Baseman number 20, Eliezer Vasquez.
Vasquez has bases loaded for him. Great opportunity to drive in some runs, but he's got 2 outs. Now the manager coming to the mound. And on the mound, Sung Chi Chow, manager for Taiwan, having a conversation with his pitcher and his catcher. Vasquez coming up to the plate. Vasquez is your first baseman. Eliezer Vasquez, primera base para Puerto Rico, equipo de Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. No son extranjeros aquí en Laredo, han venido muchas veces. Puerto Rico, muy seguido vienen a la serie mundial de Pony Palomino aquí en Laredo. And we come back to the action with bases loaded, 2 outs. Number 20, Vasquez at the plate. Chen on the mound, bottom of the first inning here at Unitrade Stadium. And that's low and outside for ball 1. Great opportunity for Vasquez to drive in some runs, add a little something for his team. Bottom of the first with 2 outs. Chen winds. Strike 1. 1-1 the count. Bases are loaded. And your right fielder, your first baseman, Vasquez, at the plate. Chen on the mound. 2 outs. And a shot right down the center, rolls into center field, picked up by the center fielder. And Vasquez drives in 2 runs. Puerto Rico 2, Taiwan 0. Bottom of the first inning. Hard smash right up the gut by Vasquez, the first baseman.
Now batting is number 27, Gabriel Vieira.
Scooped up and tossed in nicely by the center fielder, Chang, but unable to keep the runs from scoring. And now Puerto Rico has runners at first and third, with number 27 coming to the plate, Gabriel Vieira, the third baseman for Puerto Rico. Chen still on the mound for Taiwan. Throws ball 1. 2 runs scoring in that. There have been 2 hits here in this inning. And 2 runs scored. 2 outs, bottom of the first. Puerto Rico leading 2-0 with runners in scoring position. And Vieira at the plate. Fly ball, shallow, left field, and fell in the field of play. There is a run going to score. And the runner from second advances to third. That little blooper landing just right behind that first baseman outside of the infield. Shallow right produces a run. Puerto Rico now 3. Taiwan nothing. Bottom of the first inning. And again, runners at the corners, third and first, with number 26, Gabriel Marrero, your catcher for today for Puerto Rico, coming to the plate. Still has some of his gear on from his catching duties. I take that back. I apologize. That's Marrero is on deck, and it's 16, Marco Santiago, your pitcher.
Number 16, Marcos Santiago.
Santiago's coming to the plate. I didn't see him. He was hiding behind blue. That, or I need my glasses to be changed a little bit. 2 outs. Runners on the corner. 3 runs so far off 3 hits. Chen on the mound. Santiago at the plate. Looking to add some runs. Take strike 1. Chen trying to stem the tide. Close out the inning and give his teammates an opportunity to put some runs of their own. Stands on the mound facing Santiago with runners on the corner. Just a little bit off the mark. 1-1 the count. 2 outs. Santiago is a pitcher for Puerto Rico today, facing off against Chen, who's pitching for Taiwan. And a grounder out of the infield, rolling into right field between first and second. And that scores another run. Chen giving up 4 hits now this inning, 4 runs. And the score is 4-0, bottom of the first with 2 outs. And Taiwan is going to make a pitching change early on. And they're going to make the move to our new pitcher. And we'll take this opportunity to take a small commercial break, thank our sponsors, and we'll be right back.
Has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Sanitation at 956-723-333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern sanitation, part of your every day.
Okay, we're back live with the ending here. We had a change in pitchers with Xiao Quan Huang closing out the first inning here for Taiwan. But 4 runs do score off of 4 hits in the bottom of the first, coming to a close with Puerto Rico leading Taiwan 4-0. Go to the top of the second. So we'll go back to commercial break for a short minute while we work out some technical issues and get back to live action from Unitrade Stadium here in Laredo, Texas. Am I live now? All right, back at the action here at Unitrade Stadium, top of the second inning. Taiwan at the plate with Puerto Rico defending. Pitcher Marco Santiago on the mound for Puerto Rico, number 8. Cheng Hao Liu at the plate for Taiwan, trailing 4-0 here at the top of the second inning. Takes a ball. 2 balls, no strikes. I'm sorry, 1 strike at the top of the second inning here. Second game of the morning. Tony Palomino World Series 2023. Hard shot down the third baseline. Marco Santiago on the mound after a late night last night. Taiwan also playing late into the evening. Back today. Foul tip into the backstop there. 2 balls, 2 strikes. Here at the top of the second inning, Taiwan, number 8, Cheng Hao Liu, the left fielder. Ball gets past the catcher, but he stands up on a pass ball 3, and that is out number 1. Puerto Rico tossing it around the horn. Here comes Marco Santiago to face off again against number 15.
下一棒打击15号白正安。
Chenan Pai, the designated hitter, hitting in the spot for Chen, the pitcher. Low ball 1. Taiwan trailing here the top of the second, 4-0 to Puerto Rico. Live from Unitrade Stadium. And he takes strike 1. Chenan Pai with a 1-1 count. Santiago on the mound for Puerto Rico winds. And a hard shot right over second base, rolling into center field. Single by Pai. Brings up number 10, An Chai Li, the catcher for Taiwan.
10号李安江。
Taiwan trailing with 1 man on, 1 out. And Pai at the plate, facing off against Santiago, the pitcher for Puerto Rico. Runner at first. High. Fastball, 81 mile an hour fastball. Santiago trying to bring a little extra heat there. Lets the ball go a little high. Warm day in Laredo. Not anything unusual. Laredo's temperatures tend to be hot. And there's a grounder to shortstop. Nice pickup on the shortstop. And is safe at first. First baseman's foot comes off the bag. Runner is able to beat the throw successfully then. And so we have 2 outs. Runner at first.
下一棒打击5号许家胜游击手。
Number 10, Dicky Gonzalez, scooping up that ball, handing it off to the second baseman, Rivera. And Rivera trying to get it over to first. Pitcher Santiago checking his runner at first. Lee, who gets back safely. Chai Sheng Shu, shortstop, on the mound, at the plate, number 5 for Taiwan. The catcher for Puerto Rico, Marrero, taking a stand-up position, trying to hold the runner at first. Shu at the plate, the shortstop. Santiago on the mound for Puerto Rico. And again, Santiago tries to get his man at first. 2 outs. 0-1 the count. Taiwan trailing Puerto Rico by 4 runs here in the top of the second inning. And 1-1 the count to Shu. The Puerto Rico team hails from Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. Taiwan from New Taipei City, Taiwan. Shu at the plate, batting left-handed. Takes ball 2. 2-1 the count, 2 outs, runner at first. Top of the second inning. Pony Palomino World Series 2023 action. Coming to you from Laredo, Texas, Unitrade Stadium. No play, foul ball over the third base side. Santiago having a late night last night, working at shortstop and over at the on the mound for just an inning or so. Back on the mound today. Number 5, Shu, the shortstop at the plate, takes a shot at it, scooped up by the shortstop, and that ends the inning for Taiwan, who were able to get a hit, but no runs, and they trail 0-4 Puerto Rico here in the bottom of the second inning. And we'll take a quick break, thank our sponsors, Southern Sanitation, Southern American, and all the other great sponsors who helped us put this together. We'll be right back. And so we're back live here at the bottom of the second inning. Pony Palomino World Series action from Unitrade Stadium. We had a pitching change in the last inning. Xiao Quan Huang on the mound now, facing off against Dicky Gonzalez. the shortstop for Puerto Rico, leading off here in the bottom of the second with his team leading 4-0 over Taiwan. Gonzalez, the shortstop, seeing action late into the evening last night as well, takes a swing and a foul tip. Ball one, strike one, nobody out, top of the order here in the bottom of the second with a new pitcher, Huang, on the mound for Taiwan. And that one is high into left field. Left fielder standing steady, grabs that with no problem. Out number one, the left fielder, Cheng Hao Lu, standing almost perfectly still as the ball came to him. And I think he's wearing a great pair of sunglasses because he was looking at that the entire way, and it's a nice, bright, sunny day here in Laredo. That'll bring up Angel Rivera, the speedy second baseman for Puerto Rico, left-handed batter facing Huang, the new pitcher for Taiwan. Ball one, just in front of the plate, bouncing up, catcher keeping it from going behind him. Huang came in relief of Shan Yu Chen, who gave up 4 hits and 4 runs. And now Huang is facing Rivera, who hits a smash grounder to second. And if you didn't see that, you saw Rivera motoring down the first baseline, out at first, but boy, was he moving. When he gets on base, he is quick. You're right about that, Coach. He is just a speedy
Now batting
runner.
49, Dicky Gonzalez.
And Dicky J. Gonzalez, the left fielder, number 49 at the plate. We've got 2 outs here in the bottom of the second. The Palomino World Series action from Unitrade brought to you by Southern Sanitation, and the Laredo Weather Radar brought to you by Southern American. And that's ball 2. Live Doppler radar stretching out all the way to Freer and surrounding communities, about 100 miles from one point to the other, 50-mile radius. State-of-the-art technology keeps you ahead of the storm. High, ball 3 with 2 outs, bottom of the second inning. Huang on the mound, Gonzalez at the plate, nobody on, and 2 outs here at the bottom of the second. On deck, number 9, Gene Cortez, and that's strike 1 to Gonzalez, the batter. 3-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. Bright, sunny Laredo day. Temperatures are expected to top 100. And a shot right down the middle again. Center field picking it up. Grounder, single, and Gonzalez is on, with Cortez coming to the plate. Gene Cortez, the center fielder for Puerto Rico.
Now batting is number 9, Gene Cortez.
Facing off against Xiao Quan Wang, the pitcher for Taiwan. Runner on first. 2 outs. Bottom of the second, and what may appear to be a balk. Blue explaining to the manager for Taiwan why he's allowing the runner from first to second. And it does appear that A balk has been called, where pitcher starts a motion, stops a motion, which is not permitted. And so that puts a runner at second with 2 outs. Cortez at the plate. Cortez, the center fielder. Coach Chow going back to the dugout, not happy about that call, but we continue. Runner at second, Cortez at the plate, 2 outs, bottom of the second. And a high fastball, 86 miles an hour, coming from Huang. Ball 1, 2 outs. Runner at second base, scoring position. Cortez, the center fielder, at the plate. And a shot straight to second baseman for out number 3. Pin Chu Jung Ho grabbing that out of the air, ending the inning for Puerto Rico. And Taiwan now coming to the plate. We'll take a quick break, say hello to our friends from around the world that are watching the broadcast. Thank you to our sponsors who make that possible. Back to the live action, top of the 3rd inning, number 6 for Taiwan, Ping Chu Zheng Ho, the second baseman. Ho at the plate facing Santiago for Puerto Rico. Ho is your leadoff batter here in the top of the 3rd, and also top of the order for the Taiwan team, batting in that first position. Takes ball 3. Nobody on, nobody out. First batter of the top of the 3rd. Pony Palomino action. Strike 1 to Ho. 3-1 the count now. Santiago on the mound after a long, long day yesterday in this hot Laredo weather. Yeoman's duty. And that is ball 4, and Ho will jog to first base, and that brings up number 11,
下一个打击
Zushin
11号
Shu.
签三垒手，
Zushin Shu is your third baseman for Taiwan, number 11. No outs, runner at first. Shu at the plate, Santiago on the mound. And a high fly ball into left field. Puerto Rico left fielder making the grab, Dicky J. Gonzalez holds the runner at first, 1 out. Here in the top of the third of today's game, second game for the day at Unitrade Stadium.
下一位打击者2号
Shout out to our friends over at LISD. Thank you for letting us use your facility last night. Number 2, Yiting Chang at the plate, the center fielder. Oh, and that was close. Santiago almost got his man Ho over at first base. Quick little throw. Chang at the plate, Santiago on the mound, 1 out. Top of the third. Here at Unitrade Stadium. Another chance at Ho there at first. Nothing doing. Ho quickly back at first base safely. Number 2, Chang. Right-handed batter at the plate, facing off against Marcos Santiago, pitcher for Puerto Rico, with 1 out, 1 man on. And another smash, and that's in the gap. The center fielder is going to let it drop, grabs it, and we're going to hold the runner at third. Smash double by Chang, moving his teammate Ho to third base. He stands at second. And now with 1 out, you have runners in scoring position both at second and third.
打击者
Number 7,
宋博翰
Pohan Sung, the first baseman, left-handed batter, coming to the plate, trying to put some runs on the board. Santiago on the mound. Santiago looking in intensely with runners on third and second. Throws strike 1 to Sung. Pohan Sung, number 7, tall left-hander, facing off against Santiago on the mound for Puerto Rico. Hits a grounder to shortstop. Shortstop's going to throw it to first. Gets his man, holds runner at second, but we got a run scored here for Taiwan in the top of the third as they break the ice and now have a run on the board with 2 outs, top of the third.
9号
Chen Chun Lee, the right fielder, now at the plate, facing Santiago with a runner at second, 2 outs. At the top of the third inning, Lee also a tall batter, left-handed, with number 2, Chang, holding on at second base there. Chang, who hit a smash fly ball into center field that dropped and gave him a double. Taking a quick lead here, trying to get to third. Foul ball. Number 9, Chen Chun Lee, the right fielder, taking a stab at that one. Hits the ground, bounces out in the back. Foul. Gives him a 1-ball-1-strike count with 2 outs in the top of the third inning with a runner in scoring position. Chang, who had a double earlier and is now waiting to come home. If number 9, Lee, can bring him in. Santiago turns quickly, almost gets his man. Quick spin move by Santiago. Ball coming out of his hands quickly. Almost caught Chang there at second base. Lee at the plate, looking to bring some runs in. Whoops. Got a little extra noise coming in here this morning from our friends on the scoreboard.
What was that one?
That one was a ball. We've got ball 2, strike 1, 2 outs, top of the first inning with Taiwan trailing Puerto Rico 1-4, but with a runner in scoring position, good hitter Lee at the plate. And that's 3-1 the count. Three-one the count to Lee. Santiago on the mound. 3 hits so far for Taiwan, and a line grounder over to first base. First baseman's able to scoop it up, toss it to the pitcher, and that retires the side for Taiwan, but not before they get 1 run to get on the board, leave a man stranded at second base. And that brings the top of the third inning to a close, and we'll come back in just a few minutes, thanking our sponsors in the process. We're back here at the Unitrade Stadium, bottom of the third inning. Puerto Rico at the plate. Leadoff for Puerto Rico, number 23, Jorge Nieves, your right fielder, facing off against Wang, the pitcher for Taiwan. Nieves is your right fielder, takes a swing and a foul tip. 0-2 the count, no outs. Nieves, your leadoff batter for the Puerto Rico team here in the bottom of the third inning, leading Taiwan 4-1, has 2 strikes on him, no outs. Huang on the mound for Taiwan, foul ball. Nieves hanging in there. Huang throwing fastballs in the mid-80s, off speeds in the 75 range. Tall, lanky, good motion. Nieves, a good batter as well. That's high. 1-2 the count. No outs here in the bottom of the third. Taiwan able to score a run in the top of the frame. Now trying to hold off Puerto Rico. Shot to second base, grounder, out at first. Nicely done by the second baseman, Ho, Pin Chung Jung Ho, the second baseman, scooping that up, tossing it over to the first baseman, Pohan Chung.
Now hitting is number 20, Eliseo Vasquez.
For out number 1. Eliseo Vasquez, the third baseman, number 20, stepping into the batter's box. Facing off against Huang, the pitcher for Taiwan. Swing and a miss, strike 1. 1 out, bottom of the third. Taiwan trailing 1-4. Puerto Rico at the plate with 1 out. And Vasquez watches one go into the dirt. 1-1 the count. Again, off speed. Pitch is coming in about 76 miles an hour from Huang. Number 20, Vasquez, the first baseman. Strike 2 to the batter. Vasquez is a tall young man, long arms, long legs, perfect for your first baseman. Got great reach, has had a great night last night at that position, and takes another cut at it. Foul tip. Ball 1, 2 strikes, 1 out. 4 runs so far for Puerto Rico here in the bottom of the third. Puerto Rico leading Taiwan. Huang on the mound and Vasquez at the plate. Good duel happening here. Foul tip. Vasquez hanging in there. 87-mile-an-hour fastball coming from Huang. Good velocity there. Blue giving him the signal. It's time to go. Let's do this. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out. Nobody on. Vasquez at the plate. Huang delivers. And that bounces into the catcher's chest. 2-2 the count. Live stream on LaredoPony.org. For those watching on YouTube, you can also watch it on LaredoPony.org or YouTube Laredo Pony channel. Brought to you by Southern Sanitation. Just outside the reach of the shortstop, ball goes into center field, line drive. Shortstop Shu stretching out, unable to get it, and that puts a runner at first base, Vasquez. And number 27 coming to the plate, Gabriel Vieira.
Now batting is number 27, Gabriel Vieira.
The third baseman for Puerto Rico. So 1 man on, 1 out. Bottom of the third. Huang on the mound for Taiwan. New Taipei City, Taiwan. And Vieira at the plate takes strike 1. Viera and his teammates, the Mets from Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. No strangers to the tournament. High fly ball into center field. Center fielder grabs it nicely, and he's going to get both his men. Vasquez, errantly running towards second, is caught trying to get back to first, and that ends the inning. Puerto Rico 4, Taiwan 1. Top of the fourth coming up. When we'll be right back as we thank our sponsors. So we're back live here at Unitrade Stadium, top of the fourth inning with Taiwan trailing Puerto Rico 1-4. Leading off for Taiwan, number 8, Cheng Hao Liu, the left fielder. Santiago still on the mound for Puerto Rico. Grounder gets by the third baseman into left field. Single for Liu, the left fielder. And that puts a runner at first with no outs. Liu, the leadoff batter here in the top of the fourth. Santiago still on the mound here, third inning in. Now we've got at the plate Chenan Pai, number 15. Pai is your designated hitter who is batting for Xiao Quan Huang, the pitcher. He's the DH here, number 15. Pai, Chenan Pai, facing off against Marcos Santiago, number 16 for Puerto Rico. In the top of the fourth inning, with a runner at first, Santiago trying to catch the runner napping, but no dice there. Quickly back to first base. No outs, one runner on. Pai at the plate, Santiago on the mound. Here at Pony Palomino 2023 World Series action from Unitrade Stadium. And a fly ball, shallow. Looks like it's going to drop, and it does, right there between the right fielder, center fielder, and the second baseman who was backtracking into it. Couldn't get there. Fly single to shallow center right. Puts two men on with no outs. Runners at second and first. Number 10, An Chai Lee, the catcher, now at the plate with no outs. Top of the fourth inning, Taiwan trailing 1-4, hoping to close that gap with runners at second and first. good, strong hitter, Lee. At the plate, Santiago on the mound started the game. So has good 3.5 innings here. Has allowed 5 hits, 1 run. Strike 1 to Lee, showing bunt. Puerto Rico's team defensively moving into position. Santiago throwing the strike. So no outs. 0-1 the count to Lee. And runners at second and first. Oh, nifty little move there. Shortstop moves into position for the bunt. Second baseman covers, and Santiago spins the throw to try to pick off the runner at second. Leadoff batter there. Not fooled. Goes back off onto second base quickly. Lee still showing bunt. Steps out of the batter's box. Let everybody do a quick little reset here. Lee at the plate, Santiago on the mound. 2 men on. Foul. 0-2 the count. No runs scored yet. Number 10, Anchai Lee, catcher at the plate with Santiago on the mound. Runners at second and first. And again, trying to get his man at second. Second baseman grabbing that throw. Little spin back tag. Still didn't get him. Alert runner there at second base. And number 10 at the plate, showing bunt. Swings away high, just outside of the field of play, and the left fielder couldn't handle it. It would have been foul, but had he caught that, it would have been an out. Couldn't get there. 0-2 the count, no outs. Runners at second and first. The batter Lee, and Chai Lee, the catcher, coming back into the batter's box. Santiago still on the mound. Heavy pitch count this inning. Having given up 5 hits so far, 1 run, and is facing 2 runners on, and Lee at the plate. And that's a ball. 1-2 the count. 1-2 to Lee from Santiago with 2 runners on. Taiwan trailing 1-4 in the top of the 4th inning here at Unitrade Stadium. And a hop grounder. That is fair. That is fair. That's, nope. He's foul. He's foul. Blues waving that off, says it's foul ball. Manager for Taiwan not liking that call. But looks like it was right, so everybody goes back to where they were. 1 ball, 2 strikes, no outs. Runners at second and first. And Lee and Chai Lee back at the plate to square off against Santiago once again as he tries to bring some runs in, close that gap in the 4-1 deficit that Taiwan has. Pony Palomino World Series action here from Unitrade Stadium. Swing and a miss, strike three for Lee. Records the first out of the inning
下一棒
for
5号许
Puerto
家胜
Rico.
游击手，
Taiwan now bringing number 5, Chai Sheng Shu, the shortstop. Shu, left-hander, batting left, facing Santiago, the right-hander. Runner at first, runner at second, one out. Here in the top of the fourth inning, and a long drive to center field. Runner was going to tag, but decided let's not. 2 outs, runners at second and first. Center fielder with a nice hard throw back in to keep the runner from advancing.
下一棒打击6号和品世荣二垒手，
And that brings the top of the order to the plate. Pin Chi Jung Ho, the second baseman. Ho batting left-handed, tall, long arms, staring intensely as he takes strike one. 2 runners on, 2 outs, 0-1 the count to Ho, the second baseman. Trying to add a few runs to the one scored in the previous inning. Santiago takes a second, wants a new ball. And waits to face off again against Ho, the top of the order for Taiwan. Leading Puerto Rico, leading Taiwan 4-1 here in the top of the fourth inning. Oh, the batter, Santiago, the pitcher. High and away. Ball one. 2 outs here in the top of the fourth with 2 runners on. Santiago still on the mound for Puerto Rico. And Ho, top of the order for Taiwan at the plate with a 1-1 count. Foul tip, ball just came right off his ankle, and Ho hits the dirt, and he is just in pain here. Take a little break while we let him recover here, but we're going to continue the live action, but give an opportunity for us to thank our sponsors while we see the outcome. That has got to hurt and will leave a mark, and he is just in a lot of pain. Hate to see that. That ball coming right off that foul tip, right onto his ankle. As he lays on the ground there for a second, trying to tend to recover. Standing back up, there you go, there we go. Again, that is one painful clip of the ankle. There he goes. He's walking it off, running it off to the approval of the crowd. Great sportsmanship here by both teams always, and great sportsmanship by our fans who are in attendance. Taiwan having a great following. They have folks come over from San Antonio, Houston, all parts of Texas, as well as those who came with the team. Li Ling, one of our great friends, one of the sponsors of the event this week. She provided dinner for the entire contingent, all teams, here at Unitrade Stadium on Thursday night. Always a great and gracious host. Li Ling, if you're out there, hello from the folks over at Pony here in the press box with us, and your friends from Taiwan, your friends from Laredo, around the globe. And Ho hits one right down to first base. Pitcher covering the bag, and that ends the inning, leaving 2 on. Ho upset with himself, hoping he could have done better. Obviously, that chip on the leg from the foul tip didn't help him any. And so we'll take a quick break and come back for the bottom of the 4th with Puerto Rico coming to the plate.
Years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday.
Back to Unitrade Stadium, bottom of the 4th inning. Puerto Rico coming to the plate. Taiwan taking the field. Your pitcher, Shou Quan Huang, still on the mound for Taiwan. Your leadoff for Puerto Rico here is number 16, Marcos Santiago, the pitcher, with Marero on deck. Ball 1, the call for the first pitch here at the bottom of the 4th inning, with Taiwan trailing Puerto Rico 4-1. Huang doing a good job of holding the Puerto Rico bat silent since coming in relief of the starter, Chen, who was relieved towards the tail end of the 1st inning, has held Puerto Rico scoreless. Santiago, showing that he wants to bunt, takes a strike. 2 balls, 1 strike. Huang keeping the Puerto Rico team at 0 since coming in. His team trailing by 3, trying to keep it that way. Ball 3, 1 strike, no outs. Santiago leading off for Puerto Rico. Huang still on the mound for Taiwan. And Marero, the catcher, on deck. Santiago at the plate. Huang on the mound. No outs. Bottom of the 4th, and Santiago gets a free pass to first base. Oh, I think Blue just called that a strike. Santiago confidently taking off his gear, getting ready to take a stroll down first base line, called back into the batter's box. 3-2 the count, full count. No outs. Swing and a miss, strike three. Oh, it's a tip. And out, caught by the catcher, so that's an out. Even though the batter got a little piece of it, the catcher secured the ball into his mitten. That is an out.
Number 26, Gabriel Marrero.
Gabriel Marrero, the catcher now, coming into the batter's box, left-hander, facing off Wang, the right-handed pitcher who's come in relief of Chen. Throws strike one to Marrero. Wang has held Puerto Rico scoreless since coming in. But they trail 4-1 here at the bottom of the fourth inning, with Santiago doing his work as well as a pitcher for Puerto Rico. Strike two to Marrero. Off speed, 73-mile-an-hour pitch. 0-2 the count, one out. Bottom of the fourth. Pony Palomino World Series, Puerto Rico at the plate. Wang on the mound for Taiwan. Swing and a miss. Strike three. And that's out number two.
Now batting is the leadoff man, number 10, Dicky Gonzalez.
Top of the order for Puerto Rico, Dicky E. Gonzalez, para nuestros amigos de Puerto Rico, the shortstop for Puerto Rico. Wang on the mound for Taiwan, two outs. Fly ball in the shallow center field. Center fielder waving everyone off, and he's got it. Out number three. The center fielder, Chang, for Taiwan, easily handling that, retiring the side. And so we'll take a quick break to thank our sponsors, including Southern Sanitation, our title sponsor.
For 50 years, Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday.
Back at Unitrade Stadium, Pony Palomino World Series 2023 action. Top of the order for Taiwan, Zuqian Shu, the third baseman at the plate. Takes strike one from Santiago, who has done a great job as well. Started the game and still on the mound. Shu, who is the second man in the order, leading off here at the top of the fifth inning for Taiwan, who trails Puerto Rico 4-1 on this hot Sunday afternoon. Already about 100 degrees. Pretty typical for Laredo this time of year. Coming close to the what's known as the dog days. Strike, nope, ball one, ball two, 2-2 the count, sorry. Ball, 2 balls, 2 strikes. Now that radar recorded something that doesn't look like it was accurate.
No.
81-mile-an-hour fastball, but the last time it said 132 miles an hour. That kid would be playing for some major league team somewhere. Ball into right field. Right fielder staring it down, and out number 1 for Puerto Rico. Taiwan, number 11, Xu, with a long drive into right field. Out. Number 2, Yi Ting Chang coming to the plate. Chang is your center fielder for Taiwan. Santiago still on the mound for Puerto Rico. Throws a ball 1 out, top of the 5th. Taiwan 1, Puerto Rico 4 here at Unitrade Stadium. Santiago winds, swing and a miss. Strike 1 for number 2, Chang. So far, the Taiwanese bats have produced 5 hits and 1 run. Low, ball 2, 1 out here in the top of the 5th inning. Off-speed pitch by Santiago, 68 miles an hour, to Chang, the batter. Batter looking as he gets strike 2. 2-2 the count. One out. Foul tip. Chang hanging in there, trying to get on base with 1 out. Get some sort of a rally going here, try to close that gap as they trail by 4-1 against Puerto Rico. The Puerto Rico team from Toa Baja, Puerto Rico. Number 2, Chang, takes strike 3 looking for out number 2. Santiago fanning the second batter in the order. And that's going to bring up Po-Han Sung, the third baseman, number 7, batting left-handed, facing the right-hander, Marco Santiago, who's been on the mound going on full 5 innings. Ball 1, 2 outs, nobody on a hot Sunday afternoon here in Laredo, Texas, County of Webb, right on the edge of the Rio Grande. And a shot down the center field, and that's going to fall in, base hit. And he's going to try to get 2. Oh, slides in safe. Long fly double into center left. And your first baseman, Sung, has himself a double and puts Taiwan in scoring position with 2 outs. And your coach for Puerto Rico takes a leisurely stroll up to the mound to have a conversation with his team. I always kid about this being my favorite scene in Bull Durham, when they all meet at the mound and talk about everything except baseball. Chafing dishes and wedding gifts, something about a live rooster, and somebody's eyelids being jammed. That's the scene. Costner, who's played a baseball player in multiple movies, having his discussion with his teammates. Number 9, Lee at the plate for Taiwan. Chen-Chun Lee, your right fielder for Taiwan, left-handed batter. Outside, ball 1, 2 outs in the top of the 5th inning, with Taiwan trailing 1-4 against Puerto Rico. Santiago stays on the mound for Puerto Rico. And another high fly ball, shallow, left field. Left fielder's going to stand there, let it drop into his glove, and that's out number 3, leaving runners stranded at second base. And the top of the 5th is over. Taiwan 1, Puerto Rico 4, and we'll be right back with Puerto Rico coming to the plate.
Needs of the city of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday.
Now, I know that it can bounce.
Top of the order, or top of the leadoff batter for Puerto Rico
If it bounces, the batter can
is the
Okay, thank you.
speedy second baseman here.
Taiwan and Puerto Rico, good game. No, they both have a loss.
Angel Rivera
It's televised.
at the plate.
Pony World Series. No.
Bottom of the 5th inning, Taiwan leading Puerto Rico
Yeah.
Puerto Rico leading Taiwan 4-1.
Okay, but
Number 1, Huang, still on the mound for
it's not those 7.
Taiwan, who has held Taiwan scoreless since coming in. Foul ball. Left fielder on his horse trying to get there.
9-1.
Going to be out of play
But
with 1 ball and now 1 strike with that foul ball by the batter. We should have 1-1 count here. Let's see what Blue tells me with his fingers. Nothing yet. Angel Rivera, the speedy second baseman, left-handed batter at the plate. Wang wanted that one, but no dice Ball 2. 1 strike. No outs. The leadoff hitter here for Puerto Rico in the bottom of the 5th, Rivera. Takes a shot right at the first baseman, out number 1. First baseman number 7, Cheng Hao Lu, alertly puts up the glove, grabs it, out number
Now
1.
batting number 49, Dicky Gonzalez.
Dicky Gonzalez, the left fielder for Puerto Rico, at the plate, facing Wang, who has silenced the Puerto Rico bats for the now. However, 4 runs were scored in the first before he came in relief of the original pitcher, but Gonzalez takes one in the helmet. Good safety equipment there. He was able to take his hat off for a second, give us a shake, show us he's okay. Big smile as he walks over to first base. Wang now coming to talk to his coach here. And that will do it for Wang. We're going to make a pitching change here at the bottom of the 5th inning. Wang, who did a fantastic job of keeping Puerto Rico scoreless after they put 4 on in the first inning,
Number 18.
is being relieved by number 18, Chung Sheng Wang. So I'm going to have to add a first name to it because we've got 2 members of the Taiwan team with the last name Wang. Number 18, Chung Sheng Wang, now on the mound for Taiwan. In the bottom of the 5th inning, Gene Cortez, I believe, is going to be our batter coming up. With Gene Cortez, the center fielder, will be facing the new pitcher, Chung Sheng Wang, number 18, who's coming on in relief of the previous pitcher, Xiao Quan Wang, who did an exceptional job in relief of the original starting pitcher, Shan Yu Chen. Taiwan trailing 4-1 here, and we are fortunate to have great sponsors like Southern Sanitation and Southern American, who, with their live radar feed, Laredo Weather Radar, the only privately owned Doppler radar. And if you go on YouTube and go to that, you can see the great feed we get from the Laredo Weather Radar that is brought to you by our good friends at Southern American. Right now, the temperature 97 degrees on clear skies. As we go back to the action with Gene Cortez for Puerto Rico stepping onto the mound. Again, clear skies. You don't see anything on the radar. Winds blowing out of the east here, 7 miles an hour, gusting up to 10. At Unitrade Stadium with the new pitcher, Chung Sheng Wang, on the mound, number 18. Throws a laser ball, but 90 miles an hour.
Nice.
Rocket coming out of the pitcher Wang, Chung Sheng Wang, who came in relief of Xiao Tuan Wang here in the bottom of the 5th. An appeal says no. 1-1 the count, 1 out, runner at first. Taiwan trailing by 3 runs, 4-1 to Puerto Rico. Gene Cortez, the center fielder, at the plate, facing off against Chung Sheng Wang, the relief pitcher who's just come in. A swing and a miss, strike 2. That one clocking in at 79. Had a little break to it. This feed is brought to you by our good friends over at Southern Sanitation. Foul ball going into the bleachers here. It's a little souvenir for somebody. I don't know, got to give it back. We need those. Price of baseballs has gone up quite a bit. Bottom of the fifth. With Chung Chang Wang on the mound, who throws another laser, 93 miles an hour. Young man has got a rocket for an arm. Cortez, number 9, our center fielder for Puerto Rico, facing off against a flamethrower. Inside, strike 3, caught him looking. Fast-moving breaking ball on the inside.
Now batting at number 23.
Left him looking.
Nieves.
So with 2 outs, runner at first, Jorge Nieves steps up to the plate, hoping to add some insurance runs here as Puerto Rico leads Taiwan 4-1. Strike 1, but he is facing off against Chung Chang Wang, who's come in throwing lasers, darts, rockets at the Puerto Rico batters. Foul ball. That was one for the groundskeeper. 92 miles an hour as we get a little extra music here in the press box. Something from the 80s, we hope. 2 strikes, 2 outs, runner at first with Nieves at the plate. That looked good, but Blue says no. 1-2 the count. 2 outs, runner at first. Chung Chang Wang, number 18, on the mound, having come in relief here early on in the bottom of the 5th, facing off against Jorge Nieves, number 23, the right fielder. And laser shot down the third baseline, rolls all the way to the back of the wall. Here comes the runner. The throw is not going to be made, and we're going to have 1-run score. Nieves able to get a stand-up double, drive in a run, and extend the lead from 4-1 to 5-1. Hard shot right over the third base, rolling all the way to the wall.
Batting at number 20, Eliezer Vasquez.
Allowed the runner to come all the way in from first base. And Nieves gets a double, drives in a run. Eliezer Vasquez at the plate takes strike 1 from Chung Chang Wang here in the bottom of the 5th. Puerto Rico adding a run just a sec ago. Leads 5-1 over Taiwan. And that's a foul tip, strike 2. 2 outs. 1 runner on at second base. And an 0-2 count to number 20, Eliezer Vasquez, the first baseman for Puerto Rico. Strike 3, struck him out looking, but not before Puerto Rico scores 1 run in the inning. So we'll take a break as we come to the top of the 6th, with Puerto Rico leading Taiwan 5-1. 7 hits so far for Puerto Rico, 6 for Taiwan. We'll be right back.
Life is full of great moments, special moments, shared with friends, family, and loved ones. But for some, pain deprives us from fully enjoying these moments. If chronic pain is keeping you from fully enjoying life, there is hope. Hi, I'm Dr. Marta Martinez. At Advanced Spine Pain Solutions, we're dedicated to treating our patients with the most advanced and compassionate care possible. Visit us for an evaluation and let our experienced staff help you get back to living a pain-free life.
Top of the sixth inning here at Unitrade Stadium, Pony Palomino World Series action brought to you live by Southern Sanitation and our friends at Southern American. Number 8 is the batter, and a base hit for number 8, Cheng Hao Liu, the left fielder, to start off the top of the sixth inning for Taiwan here, trailing 5-1. On the top of the sixth inning. Number 15 coming to the plate, Chen Pai, the designated hitter, facing Marco Santiago, who remains on the mound, having started the game and still on. I can't tell. Yep. And looks like the ball hit number 15, Pai, the designated hitter. So that puts 2 runners, got him right in the elbow. Coach and player having a good time there at first base. Pai showing the elbow, hey, look, this hurts. And coach said, I know it doesn't, smacks it right into submission. Good relationship between coach and player there. First runner and second runner. Second base, first base. Number 10, An-Chai Lee, the catcher, at the plate, takes ball 1. There are no outs. 2 men on. 1 ball, no strikes to the batter here at the top of the 6th inning at Unitrade Stadium. The 2023 Pony Palomino World Series between Taiwan and Puerto Rico. Number 10, An-Chai Lee, puts his hand up and says, wait. I gotta take a little time to think here. And in the meantime, we get a courtesy runner coming in. Number 4, Chen Cheng Chen for Taiwan is going to be a courtesy runner for Pai, number 15, who took one on the elbow, then took a little tap from the coach there, just to remind him, that doesn't hurt. Runners at second and first. An-Chai Lee in the batter's box, facing off against Marco Santiago, who has pitched the entire game so far for Puerto Rico. Throws ball 3. So 3 balls, no strikes, no outs, 2 men on. Pai in the batter's box, Santiago on the mound. Taiwan trailing 1-5 here in the top of the 6th inning. And there's going to be a walk. So now we'll have bases loaded with Chai Sheng Shu the bottom of the order for Taiwan. Coming to the plate with Taiwan having bases loaded, no outs, and Puerto Rico wants to talk to Santiago. The coach comes up and says, "Are we good? Can we do this?"
Gotta hit the ball.
You gotta win again, you have to do something.
Gotta hit the ball.
No outs.
Home run right now would be good.
Not this batter, next batter is maybe home run. This is not a strong batter.
Okay, so Santiago on the mound doesn't like what he sees, backs up a little bit, and number 5, Shu, in the box with bases loaded, and what that one goes.
That's okay, that's okay.
Oh, he's got it.
Shit.
Oh, and that
22 outs.
and that is going to end the inning with a tremendous play by the right fielder, who got on his horse, caught that ball almost over his shoulder. The Chinese Taipei team caught in the run, thinking the ball had gone over his head, and unfortunately get caught in a triple play, ending the inning for Taiwan, which was threatening with a bases loaded and what looked to be like a long drive to right field that was going to hit the warning track, but
The bases were loaded. The runners ran. They threw second, backed them up that second out. The guy from first was already on.
so let's see, we sort this out. Blue talking to both the manager and the translator for Taipei,
After they caught it.
and after an amazing
Still scored the 3 outs.
amazing play by that right fielder, Nieves. Nieves was just running as fast as he could, turned his head, put his glove up, and gets it. And to the confusion of the runners for Taiwan, that ball gets caught and thrown back in while the runners are still running. But there is some clarification coming, as it appears that maybe one of the runners did tag, managed to score before all 3 outs were completed. So we're going to take a quick second here to sort it out, as Blue, the umpire, begins to kind of give his ruling to the coach from Taiwan. Puerto Rico waiting patiently to see what the outcome is. But what appears, for all intents and purposes, that was 3 outs, but it's just a question on who was out, when was he out, and did a run actually score? Does that close the gap any for Taiwan? Just a odd but phenomenal play. Rarely seen when you get a triple play.
Anytime.
Doesn't happen, but it did today here in this game here at Unitrade Stadium, Pony Palomino World Series action. 2 of the top teams attending this year. Taiwan, who took the championship last year, different team, but Taiwan, that organization, bringing stellar players, and Puerto Rico making a return as well. And so I think they're going to sort this out. I think the umpire's ready to tell us what went on and let the action resume here in the what will now be the bottom of the sixth. We close out the top of the sixth in a play that is rarely seen in baseball. What is a triple play and some translation coming. A few things being sorted out here. And we'll see what that looks like. We'll see what that looks like. There was a little bit of confusion, unfortunately. We don't have instant replay to look at it and look at it and look at it. Hopefully next year, the live broadcast will have that feature. Hoping that our team here can help us bring instant replay next year. Our good friends over at Liquid Studio Group with state-of-the-art equipment, constantly upgrading the live stream. And thank you to our sponsors that the live stream is free. No paywall, no subscription, no credit card required. Just get on LaredoPony.org or YouTube, Laredo Pony channel, and you can watch the game and enjoy. Courtesy of our sponsors and their generosity, Southern Sanitation, Southern American, La Posada Hotel, Sames Auto, HEB, Line Decker Construction, Whitworth Cigarroa.
Was that a running error on your side?
And so while they continue to sort this out, we are now trying to figure out what happens next here.
That was on third base.
So let's see what happens. Here comes Taiwan to take the field. It is 3 outs. Nonetheless, no matter what the outcome was in terms of what they discussed, the ruling appears to be 3 outs.
No runs, right?
No runs. And Taiwan takes the field. Puerto Rico comes to the plate. Still trying to sort through what we just saw. A couple different versions out there that someone tagged and made it home safely. Another was caught. The other made it back home, back safely to second base. And one was thrown out at, or tagged out at first. So only 2 outs, but all that speculation leads to what appears to be.
Now batting is number 27, Gabriel Vieira.
3 outs, no runs scored, and a phenomenal play by the right fielder, Nieves, who caught that ball running away, spun around, and caught all of the runners, having not tagged up. 1 run for Taiwan, 5 for Puerto Rico, and they come to the plate with the leadoff batter, number 27, Gabriel Vieira, who is the third baseman for Puerto Rico. On the mound is Chung Shang Wang, who is still on the mound for Taiwan. And Taiwan trailing 1-5. Ball 1, 92 miles an hour from Chung Shang Wang, who has got a flamethrower for an arm. Winds up, swing and a miss. Strike 1. No outs. Leading off for Puerto Rico here in the bottom of the 6th inning, number 27, Gabriel Vieira, the third baseman, facing off against Chung Shang Wang, the pitcher for Taiwan. With strike 2 after the close of a exciting, confusing, not seen often top of the sixth. So here we are at the bottom of the sixth with number 27, Vieta, at the plate, taking another swing and a miss, strike three. Strikeout for Vieta. Huang delivering the pitch for...
Now batting is number 16, Marcos Santiago.
Delivering the pitch for Taiwan. Now faces Marcos Santiago, the pitcher, who has managed to pitch the entire game so far. Here in the bottom of the sixth, at the plate, to face off against Chengxiang Wang. Santiago, a left-handed batter, facing a right-hander in Chengxiang Wang. With nobody on, one out, bottom of the sixth, leading 5-1 against Taiwan. Feigns the bunt. Ball gets low into the dirt. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 out. Bottom of the sixth. Santiago, number 16, throws right, bats left, and is facing off against Chengxiang Wang here. Feigns the bunt again, takes strike one. 1 out with nobody on, bottom of the sixth, and with bases empty, Santiago hopes to get on board with 1 out. And swing, foul tip, strike two. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on, bottom of the sixth. Puerto Rico leading 5-1. Crazy end of the first half of the frame. Triple play. Ball 3, full count to the batter, Santiago. Chengxiang Wang still firing rockets coming out the mound there. Santiago trying to get on with 1 out and a full count. Wind up and a grounder to first. First baseman gets it. Pitcher is covering, and yes, out number 2. Out number 2 for Taiwan. Santiago grounding out to the first baseman.
Now batting is number 26, Gabriel Moreno.
Po Han Sung, who gently tosses it back to Chengxiang Wang for out number 2 there at first base. Left-handed batter Gabriel Marrero, the catcher, also throws right, bats left. Number 26, facing Chengxiang Wang, pitching for Taiwan. And did we record that as a strike? It appears so. Quick look over to third base, and the umpire says, yep, he came around. Wang winds low, 1-1 the count. 2 outs, nobody on. So far, no hits here in this frame for Puerto Rico. Huang on the mound delivers a high fastball, 89 miles an hour, according to the unit trade radar. Not as good as the Doppler radar that Southern American has provided for us. Our weather forecast, our good friends over at Southern American. Wind speeds maxing out at 14, 98 degrees, feels like 115 out there. And there's a fly ball into shallow left field, caught by the left fielder for out number 3, and that ends the inning.
Got 3 outs.
1 run for Taiwan, 5 runs for Puerto Rico, 1 inning to go to keep chasing the dream for Taiwan. We'll be right back after a brief commercial message. Here, top of the 7th inning, last opportunity for Taiwan to get back in the game, trailing 5-1 with number 6. Top of the order, Pin Chung Jung Ho, hitting one deep into center field, but center fielder able to grab that. And that's the first out for Taiwan. They've got 2 more to try to get into the game. Trailing 5-1 to Puerto Rico. Zhu Shu, number 11, the third baseman, at the plate facing Marco Santiago, who's been on the mound for the entire game for Puerto Rico. Takes ball 1, 1 out, nobody on. And Taiwan trails here in the last inning of the game, hoping to score some runs and get back in it. Strike 1, 1-1 the count to Shu, who is the third baseman. Santiago on the mound delivers. Swing and a miss by Shu. Strike 2. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, nobody on. Top of the 7th, Santiago in command. Foul ball. Has been on the mound since the beginning of the game. Has managed to hold Taiwan to 1 run. Got out of some really tense innings there. High, ball 2, 2-2 the count. For those who were watching, they got to witness what was an oddity in baseball, a triple play at the bottom of the 6th inning. I'm sorry, the top of the 6th inning. Foul ball. A deep fly ball to right field, caught by the right fielder over his shoulder, obscuring the fact that he had caught it almost, catching all the runners, trying to get home, then trying to get back. Unsuccessfully, so triple play. Ball in the dirt to number 11, Shu, who has a full count with 1 out in the top of the 7th inning. The last frame, Taiwan holding on, trying to get back into the game. Puerto Rico trying to hold them off. And that is a grounder to third. And he is going to be safe at first. Fast run by Shu. Third baseman having a little trouble handling it. Was able to get it into his glove, but stumbled as he got his footing, ready to throw it back to first. And so now Santiago has a runner at first and is facing number 2, Yingting Chang, the center fielder for Taiwan, as he tries to start the rally here with a runner on first and 1 out in the top of the 7th.
Whoa.
That one got away from the pitcher a little bit. Runner at first. Number 2, Chang, the center fielder at the plate. Santiago on the mound, who's been there since the start of the game, trying to hold off Taiwan. Inside, ball 2. As Taiwan hoping to start a rally here, get back in the game, tie this thing up, and give themselves a chance to continue on in the series and try to repeat as last year's champion. So the coach is going to walk to the mound. He's going to check on his pitcher one more time, ask him if he's okay. You want to keep going. He's done a great job so far. Only 1 run. He's given up 8 hits, but the defense has been stellar, including that oddity of a play in the top of the 6th inning with the triple out there. not seen very often in baseball, not even in the comical movies like Major League. There's a strike. 2-1 the count. Runner at first. 1 out. Top of the 7th. Taiwan 1, Puerto Rico 5. Number 2, Chang in the box trying to start a rally for his team. And there goes a shot. That one's going to fall right short of the center fielder, unable to make the catch. And now we've got runners at the corners with 1 out.
Down.
The center fielder gingerly getting up. Cortez, who was motoring to get there, couldn't get there. The right fielder backing him up, picks up the ball, throws it in, but the runner makes it safely to third, and now we've got runners on the corner, 1 out. And number 7 coming to the plate, Po-Han Sung, the first baseman. And it looks like we are going to have a pitching change.
Good job. Really good job.
We're going to have a pitching change. Let's see who's going to come in to take care of the pitching duties. Hats off to this young man, number 16, Marco Santiago, who pitched a stellar 6.5 innings here before giving up that fly ball to shallow center right and allowing the runner to move to third. Runners in the corner now, but Santiago holding a powerful Taiwan team to 1 run. Got to give him credit. And so now we've got the relief pitcher, number 19, coming in to take the place of our ace, Marco Santiago, who heads for the dugout after having a stellar performance here. Now, I can't get the number. It looks like 19, but it may be 49. Yes, that's 49. Number 49, Dicky J. Gonzalez. Dicky J. Gonzalez, J. Gonzalez, para nuestros amigos en Puerto Rico, toda Baja Puerto Rico. Bienvenidos. Dicky Gonzalez is going to come in relief of Marco Santiago, who did a tremendous job. Also got some great support from his teammates, the defense, doing a wonderful job, but Taiwan still not out. Powerful team. Still not out. Number 7 coming to the plate, Po-Han Sung, the first baseman, will face the sidewinding Dicky J. Gonzalez.
On the mound is number 49, Dicky Gonzalez.
So Gonzalez has a couple last-minute words with his catcher, Gabriel Marrero. Marrero also doing a great job tonight, or this afternoon. And number 7, Po-Han Sung for Taiwan, left-handed batter. The first baseman steps into the batter's box with runners at third and first, 1 out, top of the 7th inning, and is looking to get this rally going and get Taiwan back into the game, back into the series. Takes ball 2 on the second pitch here. 1 out. Runners at third and first, with number 7, Sung, at the plate. Takes strike 1. New pitcher, Dicky Gonzalez, side-arming his pitches. Takes a quick shot at the first base runner, safe back at first. Number 7, Sung in the batter's box. Low and inside. Catcher Moreto able to keep that from getting past him. 3-1 the count, 1 out. Runners on the corners, third and first. Number 7 at the plate. Takes ball 4. And so now the bases are loaded with the tying run. Stepping into the batter's box, number 9.
下一棒打击9号李承俊，右外野手。
Chin Chun Lee, the right fielder, left-handed batter as well, coming into the batter's box, hoping to add some runs, stay in the game, keep his team alive, and hopefully catch up to the Puerto Rico team that is leading them 5-1 right now. 1 out, bases loaded, strike 1 the call. Dicky Gonzalez, who is in relief of Marco Santiago, who had an exceptional game, pitching 6.5 innings there. Oh, has the ball get past catcher Moreto. First time that Moreto has let one get past him today. And that is going to score a run. Number 11 crossing the plate. Zuchen Shu comes in. And now we have runners on the corner. Taiwan 2, Puerto Rico 5. And number 9, Chen Chun Lee at the plate. The right fielder, batting left-handed, takes a strike. 1 ball, 2 strikes, 1 out, 2 runners on. Gonzalez on the mound. Chopper, pitcher's going to pick that up. And he gets his runner at first base. So now, with 2 runners on and 2 outs, number 8, Ching Hao Lu, steps into the batter's box, trying to keep his team in this game and keep Puerto Rico from closing the door on them. Take strike 1. Liu, the left fielder, has 2 runners with him. Foul tip for strike 2. So here it is. Runners at third and second. 0-2 the count. 2 strikes on him. And 2 outs. In the top of the 7th inning, the pitch
look good from here.
looking pretty sharp from here, but no, Blue says that's a ball. 1-2 the count. Taiwan 2, Puerto Rico 5, 2 runners on. Batter at the plate, number 8 Liu. Swing and a miss. Gets his man at first after a swing in the drop. Runs to first base, but unable to get there. And that's the game. Puerto Rico 5, Taiwan 2. Valiant effort by Taiwan. And we have the end of the game. Thank you so much for viewing this game. We're going to take a long break before we come back this evening to bring you another game. But before we go, we're going to run a few commercials. I know that last night we had a few folks say, well, why all the commercials? Well, we have no commercials, and then you wind up having to pay for it. So we get commercials, and this broadcast becomes free. No credit card, no subscriptions, no paywall. Free, 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 free. Live to you on LaredoPony.org or YouTube, Laredo Pony channel, or Facebook in some cases. Today it was LaredoPony.org and Laredo Ponies channel on YouTube. No cost to the viewing public, thanks to our title sponsor, our principal sponsor, Southern Sanitation, Southern American, the producer of the weather reports we have from Laredo Weather Radar, the live Doppler system, privately held, state-of-the-art technology with a radius all the way to Freer, up to the mountains of Monterrey area.
Yeah, I called Tommy.
Watching the storms come rolling over.
It's not all the,
Stay ahead of the storm by tuning in to Laredo Weather Radar on YouTube. Subscribe, get the notifications. Stay prepared, stay ahead of the storm. American Southern. We want to just go ahead and thank our sponsors as we wrap up the day. County of Webb, City of Laredo, Convention Visitors Bureau, Parks and Rec, La Posada Hotel, Sames Auto, our good friends here at Unitrade Stadium for letting us play on their field, part of the City of Laredo's assets, but managed by SMG, our good friends. And we'll run the commercials and close it out, but I want to thank everyone for viewing, and we'll see you back tonight at 7:30 this evening for the next game.
Southern Sanitation has been managing the waste disposal needs of the City of Laredo and the surrounding communities, doing its part in helping keep the community clean. Call Southern Sanitation at 956-723-3333 and let us help you manage all your waste disposal needs. Southern Sanitation, part of your everyday.